I was a tomboy. I was 100% a tomboy. All right, so if you want to start seated, you're welcome to start seated in a chair or on the floor. I'm going to go into story time as usual. Yes, so in my many, many hours that I was awake in the middle of the night last night, I was like, oh, what are we gonna teach tomorrow? What are we gonna learn from each other? And I was like, oh, so I went into a gratitude practice in the middle of the night last night instead of beating myself about the head and shoulders. And then it moved into Ho'oponopono. And I thought, the forgiveness process. You know what? Part of that is let's stoke this third chakra. Let's stoke the fire here so that confidence comes with the forgiveness process, with the gratitude process. You know what? Thank you for where I live or my lifestyle or my whatever, and let it have the confidence to boost us forward so that when we see others that are low, we can turn and say, listen, I know how grateful I am for what I have. Let's go. Let's do this together. I got goosebumps because it's about a sense of togetherness. Ho'oponopono, I'm going to forgive. I'm going to say I'm sorry. I'm going to love. I'm going to thank. And let's stoke the fire so that we don't then, kind of just go, oh, okay. And we have a tendency to drive by or not do it. But you know what? I got this, girl. So you got this. So we reach out to our brothers and sisters. And then today I walked in and I threw that on the floor. I drew that card. The fire card. I was like, no, there's no way. So I drew the fire. So start to breathe. And stoke the fire with the breath. Use the pranayama. Really get in there. Soak the lung tissue with viable oxygen. Send out the carbon dioxide to feed the green spaces. And really start to build. When the breath comes in, pause at the top, and then when the breath goes out, really squeeze and expel it. Breathing in, breathing out. And the fire card, as you continue to breathe, is about creation, destruction, beginning, and expression. When fire comes into your world, it does so with pure energy, passion, and the sacred power of creativity. No matter what you may feel you have held back in the past, fire now comes to burn away limitation and awaken the full expression of your creative potential. Fire brings fresh light, forward movement, and dynamic expression. Now is the time to move. So as you continue to breathe, let the arms get into it. Really open the sides of the ribs. Squeeze it out. Breathe it in. Squeeze it out. And see if you can embody the prayer that goes with this. I embrace the fire of life within me. Clear and centered in my purpose, ignited by creative potential. I am a force for good in the world. 2 more times. Let it act like a bellows. 1 more time. And then let the hands settle right over the center part of the body. And feel the energy, the spark, the brightness. Even if it's been a series of bad days, funky days. They don't have to be bad. We don't like that word. Funky days. Let that energy start to kind of ooze out and around. It's how the light gets in. And then with one more big, deep breath and sigh it out. Let the fingertips come out, touch the ground, or just reach out. You can ground through the feet if that works for you. So starting the practice in a space that's comfortable. If you're in a chair, just let the arms hang. Take the thumb and the pinky, put them together, and then bring all of the rest of the fingers in like a bird beak. But today we're going to use this as our fire. They're little campfires. Get out your cosmic marshmallows. So you've got your cosmic marshmallows. Reach out until you're reaching strongly through the wrist. So the back of the wrist reaches out and down. And we're going to pull the energy down the cap of the shoulder all the way down into the wrist, and then curve those little fires in toward the forearms. Reach up through the crown of the head, as if the crown of the head is what's fueling those fires. Inhale in. Exhale out. And then release the wrist. Sweep the arms out and up. Keep those fires burning right at the tops of the arms. Breathing in and breathing out. And then a round of Kapalabhati breathing, where it's a forceful exhalation. I'm making up words today. Forceful exhalation and a forceful inhalation. It looks kind of like so. If it feels weird at first, then just passively in and out through the nose. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the fires, lean forward. If you're standing, reach for the thighs, shin, feet, or floor. If you're on the floor, just like Ori, you're going to reach all the way out. If you're in a chair, bend forward, hands on thighs, maybe hands on the floor. If it makes you too lightheaded, bring the body back up. But pranayama is one of the ways that the ancients built the fire in the belly. On the next breath in, let the body travel up, arms wide, V one more time. Make your campfire last round. If it feels too weird, all right, just breathe normally and just really bring awareness into the breath. But if you want to join, here we go. Breathe in and go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the right hand, left hand reaches out and over. Big breath in. Feel the energy rise from the area of the diaphragm muscle and fall. Reach the opposite way. Rising and falling. Following the energy. Not doing it to impress anyone. Doing it to build energy so that we can balance energy. Both arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale. If you're on the floor, roll forward onto all fours and then tippy toe up onto hands and knees, turns into a forward fold. If you need the hands in a chair, put the hands in a chair or on the back of the chair. That just looks like this. And then we just hold there. Big breath. Now, sometimes after pranayama, if it's not something that you practice very often, then we can be a little woozy. So make sure you just kind of stand up or sit down if you feel a little funky. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bend those knees a lot. Start to bring up the center of the spine and let the center of the spine reach toward the ceiling. Chin stays down on the chest. Shoulders roll up and back. And just keep that jaw pressed into the collarbones for just a minute. Feel the breath as it comes and goes. And recognize the breath as the tool that not only fuels the body, but that can also bring inspiration. It can be the fuel for the confidence boost. On the next breath in, the head comes up, eyes and jaw level. Walk the feet a little closer together, heels under hip spaces, shoulders back and together. Belly button draws in so that we don't impinge the center spine. Arms reach out and up on an in-breath, breathing in. Interlace the hands slightly, push down through the center of the body. Breathe in, exhale, push down to about the knees. Arms reach out and up. Interlace, and then press down. Inhale. Exhale, press down. Inhale. Press down. One more. Press down. Now hold there. See what it feels like to be in your feet. Nice concentration in that middle back. Release the hands, find your fires, tip them up, slide them up, present them, hold in a nice, tall, confident position. Breathe in, breathe out, shift left, right knee comes forward, test the balance. If the foot wants to come up and away, then the foot comes up and away. But if the toe wants to stay down, the toe stays down. But reach through the core of the body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slide that leg behind you. Short lunge. Hands come to thigh. Hold there. Press the heel back. Press and press and press. Just a nice calf stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Bring those campfires out, light them. Slide that foot through, lift, drop it over the top, a little eagle leg. So if you want to put the toes on the floor and cross the legs, sweet. But if not, cross and then pull in as you sit down into it, into this belly space. Breathe in, breathe out. And then everything's going to come in toward the middle with the hands, feet, step side by side. Find the breath. Little chi building practice combined with our yoga. Arms reach out and up. Interlace, press down. Out and up. With purpose. Last one. Now hold, let the breath return to normal. Oh, so good right there. See, doesn't that just, it just stokes the fire. Yes, lift it up. Find those campfires. Now see if you can pull the energy. Pull it from the belly, up and out. Shift right, left knee. Lift if you can. If not, there's part of confidence is my balance stinks and I keep my foot on. So I'm going to hold in my body space because that's where the confidence is for me. I don't want to look in the squares and go, oh, well, I need to look like somebody else. Reach that foot back. Hands go to thighs. Press that heel back. Get that nice calf stretch. This is for me, by the way, because I took up running. I need the calf stretch. Call me selfish. Breathe in, breathe out, grab your campfires, reach it up, slide that foot forward, cross it over. Either just put it down and hold the balance and the woo that goes along with that, or press down and in. Pull into the belly. Use that breath. Because I point to my belly because it's really hard to point to my back. Inhale, exhale into the belly. When we pull forward like that, we stoke the fire in the entire core. We want the core to go with the flow. We don't want to build a cage. We don't want to be boxed in. But we do want to be strong so that it contains things as they move. Not as a control issue, but more like, making space for extra atoms. More joy. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Exhale those arms up. Shift left. Toes turn out to the right. Either leave the heel here, the toe here, or kick it on up. Udita Hastasana. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slide that foot across the back. Our wings reach out back. So I got my cosmic curtsy going on here. I went from here to here. Breathe it in. Oh yeah, see how yummy that is? Now we're going to straighten this up. We're going to let the left hand grab the right, and we're going to little reach over that right heel. Opening up core space. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sweep it back out into that udita. To the side we go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Back to center. Hug in at the core. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Inhaling, arms up. Left side, I'll turn around, or he's going to do the front side. So take that knee, turn it out. Either hold here and build. Lift, belly button draws in to present a nice hold for the spine. On the next exhale, slide it back. Reach the arms back. Little cosmic curtsy, a little bow down to the higher powers, if you will. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Straighten it up just a little. Right hand grabs left wrist. Pull over that left heel. See that left side, it's just bursting open, isn't it? Breathe in. Breathe out, arms level off, toe kicks out to the side one more time. Inhale. Exhale into belly, into center. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep arms up. Grab your fires. Little bend in the knees, kicks the right heel back. High lunge warrior. So I've got this, I'm really way stretched out, unless I've got to keep a short stance. Keep those fires burning. So use the fingertips to press up, to pull, lift, open, like a supernova. And you're stretching up and you're stretching up and you're stretching up and you're reaching back through the heel, but up through the fingers and back to the heel and up through the fingers. Inhale. Exhale, hands to thigh. Been here before today. Shift forward, either just in the toe so that we're holding here, or lift. And try not to kick Ori in the face. I'm gonna try again. Trying and trying and trying and trying. There we go. Breathe in, breathe out, step it together. Fires up. Little bend in the knees. Left leg steps back. Your length of step. Now use the tips of the fingers to rise. The rise. So grounding space, the right to be alive. Sacrum, the right to feel. You know, this is the right to be confident in here, the right to own our power. It's the seat of our power. Bring it in, lift it up, explode. Then hands to thighs and hold there, or slide forward, hold there, or lift. So your confident space, pull it in. As you can tell, this is my right leg. I fell out of the left leg, blah, 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 blah. I've come to terms with that. Nice and strong through the back side of the core. And then step it together. Lift, fires, breathe in, bend the knees, step the right leg back. Long lunge, lift, very nice. Then roll that back heel down. So I'm gonna turn this way. We're gonna roll the heel down, drop out into warrior two. Head can stay at neutral. Head can look down the fingers. Hold. Lift. Breathe. Two choices. Right hand drops, lean it back. Or left hand reaches forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon posture. Okay? So you've either got a rear lean, feeling confident there, or you've got that forward lean with the back lifted and the arm up. Big breath. Feet come together. Hold, forward fold, front of the mat. Not my best transition cue there. And moving on. Pardon that. Breathing in. Breathing out. Knees bend. Body starts to roll up. Prepare the fires. When you come halfway up and through, start to get those fires together. Fires build. Light the spark. Reaching up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Little bend to the knees. Left leg steps back. Light the fire. Lift out of that core space. Give it more space to breathe. Then roll the back heel down. Drop into warrior two. Nicely played. Very nice. Inhale and exhale. So once you're in your warrior two, settle into it, but then gather that chi right in that belly so that then it can go down the legs, down through the fingertips, and then either leaning back, because that's where you are today, or reaching forward and coming up into your half moon posture. I have a sneaking suspicion my head is out of the frame, but that's okay. Nope. Oh, I'm still in. Breathe in, breathe out. Feet come together, stepping forward. Forward fold at the front of the mat. Hands on the floor, the feet, the shins, the thighs, or even in a chair. Inhale, exhale. Knees bend. Start to roll up. Shoulders reach back, fingertips toward the floor this time. Okay. So, dancer posture. You know, it's like, I bring that belly space forward. Yes, and I have to hold within my back. I don't want to crunch. I have to hold. So if you need a chair or you need a wall, grab one. I'm going to bring this forward so that I have it as an example. Inhale, fires up. Reach. Right knee comes up. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Step it back. Little tiny lunge at first. Inhale. Exhale. Hands come to hips. That right leg slides up behind. A little cosmic curtsy one more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Start to straighten up. If you've got a chair nearby, left hand goes on the chair. Right hand reaches back, grabs that foot. If not, that left hand guides up. So we went from here to here. And then Ori's got a beautiful dancer posture, so she's going to stretch hers way out. If you don't want to stretch that way out, boop. Or if you can't even reach your foot, point. This is one of those places in the world where it's okay to point. It's okay to point in yoga. Breathe in. Breathe out. When you're ready, confidence may have taken hold, and you may want to stay there. When you're ready, come out. So if your dancer looks like this, make it snappy. Ba-ba! Ka-ta! With all of your chi. Confident. Jazz hands, all of it. Doesn't matter if you can grab your foot or not. It's here. This is the yogic work. Building. Next time you breathe in, lift your fires up. Come on, maybe rub your fingers together. Make a spark. Oh, there we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left knee comes up. Hold there for a moment. Wobble with it. Take that foot, put it back. Hold in that warrior. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands to hips. Slide it forward. Little cosmic curtsy. So I was here. Now I'm here. I'm going to straighten out. Take that left heel behind me. Reach for it if I can. Reach with my opposite arm. Or I'm here, stretched out. Beautiful. So when you're stretched out, the foot presses into the hand, which then gives the bow of the posture. You want both hands up? Breathe in. Breathe out. And when you're ready, bring it in. Circle in. Right. Put some of this together. If when you do a wide leg forward fold, you need a chair to lean into, I'll do mine a little further far away. We're going to step back into it, by the way. We're going to do a whole thing. There's going to be a thing coming. You just wait. Feet firm, shoulders back, palms open, set the fire. Lift it up. Little bend of the knees. Right leg steps back. Long lunge. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Roll down. Find that warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Fires come up overhead. So the both legs straighten, toes turn in. If you need the chair for a forward fold, then you fold forward into the chair to protect that back. Inhale. Exhale. If you've got it in the knee and the knee is going to play along today, bend the right knee. Walk the hands either to the thigh or to the outside of that right foot. Pull nose to knee, squeezing in on that core space. So we're going to come in and we're going to Either pull in here to the thigh, we're gonna pull in at the shin, or we're gonna grab the outside of that foot, squeezing in. We're conserving the energy. We've gone into our quiet space. Yes, I heard that, whoever you were. You have no quiet space, Caroline. You should see, I'm developing this. Breathe in, breathe out. Straighten that leg, hands walk back to center. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to bring it right on up. Bend those knees. Roll that body up. Explode with fires overhead. Right hand drops. Left hand reaches back and away. Nice 80s stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Back up through center. Turn the left toes out. Drop back into your warrior two. Breathing in. Breathing out, looking good, guys. Flip that back ankle, find the fires. Bring them up, stretch through that core space. Inhale. Exhale, two choices. Hands to thigh and hold. Floating warrior three, or flip it upside down for standing split. Up to you. Inhale. Exhale. Feet together. Roll the body up, lift the fires. Come in through center, energy coming into the core and then back out of the core as if it's breathing. Breathe your own energy process. Knees bend, left foot reaches back. Stretch into it, find fingertips toward cosmos, and then the back heel rolls down. Find that beautiful warrior two. Holding there. And then flying warrior in the middle. Flames come up, toes turn in, and then down toward the mat or the chair. You go. So either staying here, thighs, chair, shins, whatever works for you. Bend that left knee. Walk the hands to that thigh, pulling nose down and in, or modifying, or pulling all the way in. Anybody that wants to straighten the leg and really get into the works, then straighten the leg. But it really is just the point of this one today is to conserve down and in, curl around that solar plexus, curl around that confidence and joy. So that when we explode back up, we radiate. Release, walk through center, bend the knees a lot. Bring those fingers up, bam. Yes. Work with the blood pressure adjustment, then let that left hand drop. Right hand reaches over left side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Warrior two, one more time. Turn those toes forward. Drop in. Light the fires. Roll that heel up. Reach up. Even if you're here. We reach. Hands to thigh. Decide where you're going to go. Either hold here and get that calf stretch. Flip it if you want to. Breathe on it. And then when you're ready, step it together. Roll it up. Fires overhead. And if the hands need to come down, let the hands come down. But let the lift of the fires be the physical representation of what you're trying to imbue in your practice today. Breathe in. Breathe out, knees bend, Utkatasana squat. So either keep the fires way out lifting, belly draws in. So, I mean, my shirt is flopping forward, but the belly is drawing in, reaching, or I'm just gentle right here, back of a chair, wall. We're like Ori, she's come in a little tighter into the body. She's holding. We're gonna allow the flame in the quad space and in the rear side of this core to really hold and build. Breathe in, breathe out, straighten the legs, hands to thighs, flat back, lifting up and in, inhale, exhale, forward fold, knees bent or straight legs. Big bent knees. Reach that right leg back. Pyramid pose. So I'm going to reach back with that right leg. I can reach back a lot or a little. I'm going to walk up the leg. I'm going to lift flames to the sky. Little tiny back bend. If the back bend doesn't work for you, keep it nice and straight. Working through the back side of the core just a little more. Reach forward and then just hold. If you need hands at hips or at thigh, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, lift it up. Pull that back heel in, drop the arms into the outside of the core. Triangle posture, reach and rotate. All right, so if the angels came along and they could unstitch you and just go, what would burst forth? Breathe in, breathe out, level it off, sweep the right hand in, step it in, reach up, pelvis forward, little back bend, forward fold. Inhaling, exhaling. Big knee bend if you need it, left foot steps back. 20, 30, 40 inches, depends on how tall you are. Walk up that leg, square those hips, square the shoulders, flames. Boom. Plant that back heel, unhinge the front knee ever so slightly. Chin tucks to elongate the spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Heel draws in, drop into your warrior 2. If you go, hey, I already did that side, do the other one. I mean, this has got to be confusing as all get out on Zoom. I mean, God bless you guys that are holding in. So fire up that left side. Fire it up, fire it up, fire it up. Breathe into it. Use the building of the chi, the building of the energy. Lift. Bring it forward, step it. Hands into belly. Just hold there. Inhale, exhale. And now the gentleness that goes with confidence. Reach slowly, outwardly, up, flames, knees bend, sweep down, curl down into the toes. Inhale, exhale, knees bend, left hand, right thigh, right hand reaches up. If you want to go for the full prayer hand and the twist, go forth. But if not, hold. Make the flame in the upper hand. Your upper hand might be out here. If you had a shadow in a wall, you could make little shadow puppets. Breathe in. Breathe out, forward fold, unwind. Hips toward the ceiling. Curving around sacral chakra. Knees bend, right hand to thigh, left hand reaches up. Either elbow in the outside of that thigh or just a lift and hold. Squeezing in, twisting through it, unbinding pent-up energy. Back down toward the floor. Big breath. Either jump back into plank or one knee down, and then another knee down. If you're going to hold in a tabletop, start to let the spine twist. If you're going to be in that plank, yep, if you're going to hold plank, really the plank is to really smoke the fire. If you're going to hold in tabletop and you're going to let that spine twist, make sure it goes in one direction and then in the other. Really stir the chi there. I mean, Ori, she's holding, she's smoking it. She's using it for what it is. You know, plank posture is one of those, oh, it's a quintessential yoga posture. If you think about it, it's you hanging out on your toes and the balls of your feet and your hands and taking your energies and really firing them up. When you feel like you're done, knees land. For you plank people, go for a child pose. Unlock those elbows. And then everybody either reaches forward for a puppy or backing in for a child. If you're going to go down into a chair, have a seat, fold over your legs. So knee down stuff isn't for all yogis. If you've had a replacement, if you've got injury, if you've got bursitis, you know, you got anything going on in there, you know, get any cysts. So make sure you make this comfortable. Forearms come down, head lifts. I'm going to turn a little sideways, so I'm going to go over the top of Ori. Here, no, I'll go this way toward Ori. We're going to take that right leg, we're going to send it back and up so that we're pressing through the heel. The belly button is drawing in. We're a long line from the crown of the head all the way to the heel. If you are in a chair, you are simply going to put your right leg out to the side and reach to the left and make a nice long line. You're going to modify with a gate posture. Holding here, belly button draws in. Backside of that sacral chakra, it's a sphere. Well, it could be a sphere, depending on what the energies are doing these days. Ori and I have done some interesting chakra work, and we found, she found one in me one day where my chakra was all, wasn't a sphere, it was all smashed out like a pancake, like the rings on Saturn. Breathe in, keep holding, breathe out, press. Oh, build the chi. That knee comes in, the hands walk back. We're going to expose the belly, hands reach up, camel posture. If you want to tuck the toes, tuck the toes. If you want to hold with me here, hold with me. Ori tucks her hands back into her heels. You can curl the toes under to do that. Or you can keep the tops of the feet on the floor. Just reaching, opening, stirring. Breathe in. If you're in a chair, you're simply slid to the edge of the chair, reaching back, trying not to let your shoulder blades touch the back of the chair. And then forward we go, crumpling down and in. If you're in a chair, elbows on thighs, head hangs heavy. If you're on the floor, make it work for your body. All right, so chair folks, you're going to do gate posture the opposite way. Leg slides out to the side, arm reaches the opposite way. Those that are on the floor, plant those forearms one more time. Knee underneath, center line of the body. Left leg reaches out and back. Now you can look under and back and see where your toes are pointed. You want them fairly pointed down toward the floor. Otherwise, you're going to be compensating with back muscles that where the other set is the set that needs to work right now. We're going to be going into dominant structure by accident. If not, lift, hold, top of the right foot presses into the floor. Firing up that core. If you're in that chair, you're into the opposite way. Firing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring those knees in. Forward fold one more time. Slide it in, lift it up, one more camel posture. Either stay nice and tall. If you're in a chair, you're simply going to reach up and back, thusly. Inhale. Exhale, come up nice and tall. Sit the hips to one side. Throw the legs out in front of you. Slide to the edge of the seat. Flex the feet. If you've got a strap and you need a strap, because in the beginning I was like, hey, grab a strap if you need a strap. Put a strap around the feet. You could do 1 foot at a time if you're sitting in a chair. That way you feel more confident, more balanced. This is all about confidence. If not, reach up, lift and lift and lift. If you've got a strap, as you come forward, wrap those feet, pull the heart toward the toes. So we're squishing down, clamping down and in on the front side of the sphere, but yet opening. So her whole backside is just going right underneath those angel wings. Maybe her angel wings, maybe they need lift today. And it's that confidence and that bubbling joy that's going to come up under her angel wings and cause her to rise. Breathe in. Breathe out, release the strap. If you have it, lift all the way back up. Light the fire overhead. Breathe in. Breathe out. So single arm reverse plank, double arm reverse plank, or heels of the hands on the chair. Right hand comes down, and we just lift and hold here. I can put the left leg down. I can lift and hold there. It's got to be a really stable chair. You got to know, pick your poison. So I can lift here. I can do both arms. I can lift there. I can do the same thing on the floor. So right side first, breathing in, breathing out. The tush comes down. Hands come to belly, staff posture. Just taking a couple of moments to check in with your yoga and how you identify with your yoga at this moment. Is your yoga a movements practice? Because they say, I don't know what the real statistic would be, but let's say 90% of people come to yoga through the body, through the sweat, through the anamaya kosha. We want to come in, wear the muscles out, and at the end, blah, flop on the floor. I can't think anymore. I have found peace. And we work that, and we work it, and we work it, and we work it, and we work it. Where are you coming at your yoga today? Reach up, light the fire, forward fold, grab your strap if you need it, or tuck that other leg in and pull in. Because if you're coming at it from the body, wonderful. But what if I'm coming at it from my pranamaya kosha, my energy body, the chi, my sacral chakra, my energy in my belly? I'm bringing that to my practice today. Inhale, exhale, roll up, reach up. Opposite hand comes down. If you're going to do that other side, the hand reaches down, the right leg bends and lifts in. Otherwise, double armed reverse plank. The hips can lift or not. It's the rise, rising, whether the tush leaves the ground or the chair or not. Big breath in, breath out, tush lands. Pull the knees into the chest. Little balancing egg, toes on the floor, whatever you need. If you need to lean into the back of the chair, marvelous. Can you reach for the opposite elbow? Can you tuck in so tight and lift the chest up the thighs, squeezing in. So if you have chronic back pain right there at that mid-back joint, it could be a confidence thing. Breathe in, breathe out, release. Roll down onto your back if you're on the floor. Legs up toward the ceiling. If you've got a strap you want to stick over your feet so that you can just hold, do that. If you're going to lean back into your chair, let the chin drop in toward the collarbones. Just breathe. If you happen to be in a chair, reach for that right shin and pull in toward the chest. Loosening the hip, loosening the low back. If you're on your back and the heels are in the air, do what feels most appropriate to you. You can just let the legs float. You could tuck your hands up under your sacrum and let your legs float out at 45 and really light the fire in the center. Breathe in, breathe out, or just be gravitatious. New word. Put that leg down, sweep the other leg up. Those of you on the floor, maybe a wide leg, wide V. And then we're just going to build that fire one more time. If you were in a wide leg V, keep the legs there. If you're in a chair, feet come down. We're all going to reach either up or forward. So if you're in a chair, arms are level to the floor. If you're on your back, arms reach straight up, head and shoulders roll up across, off the floor, knees lift, elbows to knees, or reach between that wide leg V and look into the eye of the camera. Yes. And then your breath count here. Yours, not mine. If you're like at the end of your, like, whoa, this is all I got, I'm about done, then give yourself 2 or 3. If you're really soaking it up now and you're like, oh, I've got my second wind, lift higher, reach further, love more. When you're ready, either relax into the chair or lay out on the floor. If you need a spinal twist, you can do a spinal twist. Just ending your yoga practice in a way that feels most, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, it's kind of like when you go to bed at night and you have to prop all the pillows up. You know, you want to feel most supported, but not supported rigidly. You want to feel supported in a kind of a fluffy, yummy kind of way where your confidence just like settles on you like a blanket. Loosen the jaw. Pull the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Slide the energy from the tongue down through the throat, right behind the sternum, to the heart. And breathe in there. And slide that energy just a little further down into the belly region, wherever it seems to want to settle. And keep your awareness there. We can wait all day or a whole lifetime for the conditions to be right before we begin. But in truth, it is often our beginning that calls the right conditions forth into being. What if you knew that the light on the path you have been waiting for is the one that is already glowing deep within you? With fire comes decisiveness, determination, and the will to initiate, to ignite, to light a new spark of possibility. Follow it. Claim these gifts of your journey now. Possibly clear the clutter and the space around you to give yourself a chance to see and seize the new pulse of a life force, a new energy, new visions and dreams that are ready to come through you now. Get excited. Feel the breath of God moving through you. It is time to honor the great creative being that you are by moving into courageous action with confidence and love. Think this with me. I embrace the fire of life within me, clear and centered in my purpose, ignited by creative potential. I am a force for good in the world. Let your next breath be like a bubble that you're going to fill with whatever you want. And when you blow it out, send it to someone, wishing for them all the possibilities. Breathing in again. Send it out to someone else. There's so much struggle. What if just the thought of possibility, the thought of courage, the thought of confidence could bolster them? Just one prayer. Breathe it again. Send it out. And then this one, keep for yourself. Breathe it in. Fluff yourself up. Use it. seal it in. It's a full healing practice. If you're a healing practitioner, add some extra wonderful healing energy to what you're doing. Take the time to seal it up. And then decide whether you want to stay where you are or whether you want to come up to a seated position. Taking time. Oh, the time. Allowing the push and the pull of your practice to have settled you a little closer to a balanced position within your skin. And then seal your practice with 3 deep breaths. Sound or no sound, that's up to you. And Allah, Shalom, whatever it is in your language, your thoughts, your dimension that you want to add to it, that's yours. You just slather that on. Belly, ribs, and collarbones. Breathing in. Into the ribs. Fill yourself all the way up. Choose whether you're going to keep it or give it away. May all beings everywhere know light and peace. May in some way in our own beings we relieve suffering for others. Namaste. Thank you for your presence and your souls and your goodness. The good days, the bad days, the heavy days, all that stuff. If today is a struggle, may this help. If today is that day, yes! Share it. Share it all, man. Share it.